girl Victoria, back to you with another review for Caught in the Act Unfaithful Season 2, Episode 10, called I Feel Like a Side Chick Almost. I mean, not really, because he wasn't a side chick at all, so you shouldn't feel like he was a side chick almost, but okay, whatever. So for this episode, we get introduced to Jessica. She's with a homeboy named Evan. I guess they known each other since grade school. Only been together for about a year. And everything is great. You know how they do in the beginning to make it seem like it's all easy breezy, lemon squeezy. But it really ain't. Because I guess he's in the music industry. You know, he's a musician, makes music and all that stuff. And, you know, of course, he hangs out with a lot of people. He's not in town every day and stuff like most of us folks. So he's not around her like you would assume a boyfriend to be. And on top of that, when he is around her, I guess they're hanging out in a group. So it's like they don't really get that alone time that she be needing. And, you know, when Tammy's asking her questions, she makes mention that. Now, I was very confused, so I don't know exactly if that's what it was, but she made mention that she caught a girl in his bed or something like that, but we didn't really discuss on that further, so I don't know if I misheard what she was saying, but I put it down in my notes anyway. But other than that, pretty much he got a best friend. We didn't know her name until they did the surveillance. Her name was Liza, and pretty much Liza don't know nothing about Jessica, and she finds that kind of weird. He hangs out with her all the time, very close with her, and he used to post her on social media, but now all he do is post Liza because I guess they make music together, so it's kind of easier for him to post her rather than his girlfriend Jessica. So of course Tammy's gonna take on the case because we're watching it on TV, and then that's when we get to the PIs. Who's the PIs, you ask? Patrice. Okay, one of them's Patrice, and then we have Jennifer, so I guess they're teaming up, and I guess they were able to get access to the studio so they could put cameras in the studio. Okay, cool. So on day one, Evan's in the studio with a group of his people and whatnot. Of course, homegirl Liza, which is his best friend, is with him, and you know they're joking, flirting and whatnot. He fake proposes to her and whatnot. At first I thought it was real. I was about to be like, so we just proposing to people in the studio, you know, left and right. But no, it was a jokey joke. And I guess they get into the booth to do their music, and he's making mention like, oh, I can't keep my hands off of you. But yeah, his hands was nowhere near close to her. Okay, whatever. So that's all they take from day one. And then on day two, we get them, catch them going to a boutique together, shopping for clothes, you know, making mention of they love each other. She loved him. He loves her. He makes mention that he wants to get a tattoo of her name on his knuckles. But then she said, oh, no, let's get another type of tattoo, something for life, something like that. I don't even remember. I didn't even write it down. It don't even matter. But he was like, yeah, let's do it. So then immediately afterwards, they go to a tattoo parlor and get matching tattoos. And, you know, he wants to be with her. And, you know, this is that tattoo he got with her is like the most important tattoo out of all his tattoos and whatnot. So it's like what Patrice done said when she came back to the car, because she was the one who went in with the camera on her necklace. She just was just like, okay, they may have not been so touchy-feely, but just the words and the, I guess, body language was just saying, okay, they're in love. Maybe so. Okay, maybe so. But for me, I'm just like, we didn't really, I mean, we got footage, you know, we got conversations. But for me, I'm just kind of like, emotional cheating is a thing too. Okay. Yes, I understand. Okay. I have a feeling someone is like, Victoria, where are you getting out here? Yes, emotional cheating is cheating. Yes, I'll agree to that. But for me, I'm just like, y'all just, yeah, I mean, okay. All right. Homeboy done cheated. I'm not going to say nothing. Homeboy cheated. And now we got to show, what her name? Jessica, the footage. So, oh, sorry, we didn't even get to day three. Day three, he was at a bar, and I guess Jennifer goes as a decoy to meet up with him, talk with him, you know, like she's just someone sitting at the bar too. And I guess while they were talking, he gets a FaceTime from Liza. So then that's when he's like, oh, is that your girl? And I guess he admits like, oh, no, you know, I have a perfect girlfriend. Her name is Jessica. But, you know, Liza is like my best friend, and, you know, I love her too, and I'm just torn. So then that's when Jennifer was like, okay, so if you had to choose between one, who was going to be there for you, ride or die, 100%, whatnot, who was going to be? So then he said Liza. So then that's when we get to Tammy and Ken meeting up with Jessica to go over the footage. They go over the footage. Jessica tears up. And you know how I feel whenever we get to these meetings with Tammy and Ken when they're looking over the footage, because they always get upset, they always cry. But it's just like I can never believe the cry, because it's like, yeah, you're forcing the tears. But for me, I feel like the stress that y'all try to make it seem like you're in, y'all don't really be so much in distress to cry the way I feel like someone would cry if they found out their boyfriend was cheating on them, especially in the way they make it seem like they would be in distress. So that's why sometimes I just be looking a little side eye, but okay, we're gonna go through, we're gonna roll with it. Okay. So when Tammy gives her the option, hey, do you want to team up or do you want to do a takedown? She chooses to do the team up, because she's like, well, she don't even know about me, so I'm not gonna, do that and whatnot. So okay, cool. So we get to the team up and we see Jessica, she's coming in dressed like she ready to fight fashionably. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't know how Evan fumbled you, to be honest. I'm looking at her. I'm looking like, Jessica, you're a beautiful woman. Like, she's gorgeous. Okay. Nice slim body, gorgeous. And then I look over here at Evan. And I'm just like, first off, I'm trying to understand how you even pulled homegirl. And then now it's like you pulled her, and then now you fumbled her. You dumb. He dumb as rocks, bro. Cause I'm just like, girl, I mean, you could do so much better, and I hope she does. One thing I want to mention that I forgot to mention in the beginning, she did, I guess there was some hesitation when she was talking with Tammy. Tammy asked her, why is there a hesitation I'm feeling? So she missed that her father passed away. He took his own life. And so because her dad, kind of abandoned her, she's afraid of being left alone. So that's why it's like she wants to hold on to Evan so much. Coming to find out, Evan's mom, while they was dating, she also passed away, and she also took her own life. So immediately once that was said, I'm like, oh, trauma bond, boom. I figured it out. But anyway, we get to the team up. I just wanted to make mention of that. We get to the team up, and Liza is just getting off of work. So of course Jessica goes to confront her, so to speak. And Liza generally just looked very confused, taken off guard. And when she found out what was going on, she seemed very apologetic. And, Tammy came out to talk with her and to explain the situation. So that's when I guess they was going back and forth, going over the things that was happening. And Jessica even asked her, hey, like, knowing that we were together for a year, what you and Evan was doing, do you feel like he cheated? So Liza was like, yes. So, okay, therefore such and such, what we gonna do about it? So Liza says she always, in her, like, I guess on her bucket list, you know what I'm trying to say, on her bucket list, always felt like, she always wanted to team up and, catch a man doing wrong or whatnot. So she's down for the team up. So, okay, for the takedown. Cool. We're okay. We're doing good. So what a takedown gonna happen at the studio, because I guess her and him have like a studio session. So of course we get to the studio session, and Jessica pops up, and Evan just how they always are. Oh, why is there so much cameras? What is going on here? So as soon as he sees her, he's just immediately like, F-U-C-K. Okay, I don't want to be cussing as much as I, kind of cuss outside of this thing. But, he used, he cusses. And surprisingly, this episode in general, I want to make the side note, this episode in general has been the calmest episode of Caught in the Act Unfaithful I have ever watched. From the confrontation confrontation with Jessica and Liza, to this confrontation or takedown with Evan, Jessica, and Liza, this has been the calmest episode I've ever watched. And I actually kind of like it, because we don't need to be doing all the rah-rah stuff. We can have natural, not natural, but like genuine conversations without having to yell, scream, fight, all that. So I just appreciated the fact that this was like a calm, serene confrontation. Yes, it got kind of heated and emotional, but not overly dramatic. So I appreciated that. But anyway, so Evan immediately gets to apologizing to the both of them, and he admits that he does feel a little ambushed. Well, yes, you are ambushed, but you've been effing up in these streets, Evan. So too bad. So then after that, Tammy and Ken come in and explain what's going on, and I guess Evan, he kind of plays a victim, okay? He says he's forever alone. He got that tattooed on his ring finger that he's forever alone. Can't think he's just trying to make an excuse. He said he's not trying to make an excuse and he should just be alone at this point. This proves it. I'm just like, but you did it though. You making it seem like somebody did something to you and you like, okay, I should just be alone. No, you cheated on homegirl. So now that you're stuck in the middle because this was your doing, now you want to talk about, oh, I should just be alone. Well, you should have thought about that before you did what you did. Okay, so I don't want to hear that crap. So then after that, that's when Tammy takes Evan to go talk alone in the hallway or whatnot. He admits that he cheated emotionally, not physically. I mean, if you say so, we're gonna still run with the narrative that he's just cheating emotionally. I just honestly, personally feel in my brain, I wouldn't be surprised if some things happen because Liza, when she was confronted by Jessica outside of work, said we didn't do nothing. Now, I'm not saying they went all the way to third base. That's not what I'm saying. But I do feel like, a couple kisses could have happened. You know what I'm saying? The feeling up on each other, whatnot. Like, she loves him. He loves her. So I don't know why, but I feel like something more happened than just flirting and stuff. For goodness sake, y'all got matching tattoos. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be getting no matching tattoos with someone I just say I love and I didn't do nothing with. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just like, you might not have, went to full-blown sex, okay? But you probably did other things too. That's just my theory. I could be wrong. That is fine. I'm just letting you know my opinion. Why? Because this is V's review room. Okay, that's what we're here for. Anyway, I ain't trying to be cocky because that's the furthest thing from the truth. Back to this show. Okay, so he's saying he cheated emotionally. Explains, his trauma from his mom, and I guess before she passed, she did say that, he's going to marry Liza. So I guess that got him. Okay, I just want to record scratch at this point. I don't care what excuse you got to say. You already know how I am with all these episodes of this show. I don't care what excuse you have for why you did what you did. You shouldn't have done what you done. End of story, point blank, period. You could keep the excuse for somebody else, okay? Because I ain't gonna believe it. Tammy always gonna make it seem like, she try to really care what these people be saying, but I feel like Tammy, we know we're doing this for the TV show, okay? But, you have to make it seem like you're trying to listen to what they're saying. But for me, it's just like, I will listen to what they're saying, but at the same time, what you're saying to me is just complete BS. Because at the end of the day, there's no excuse. Just say you effed up, and you could explain why you effed up, but it's not going to really justify anything because you effed up. And that's that. Now you got to deal with the consequences. Point blank, period, boom. Okay? So other than that, there's nothing else for that scene. We then get Ken. He's talking with Jessica and Liza and, tries to help them understand and know their self-worth, which they both need to understand and know because Evan ain't it. Okay, I'm sorry to tell you. I know y'all love him and whatnot. Why y'all love him, I'm still trying to figure that out. But that's fine. Everybody loves who they love. There's nothing wrong with that. But clearly, I'm justified in feeling the way I felt because look what he did, right? So y'all could do so much better. Evan seek therapy. And then we get to everybody meeting up together again, and Liza said she's not interested in dating Evan because Tammy asked her, listen, in the case where none of this was happening, would you date Evan? She says no. I don't know what this is on my jacket. Oh well, it's already on the camera. I'm not gonna edit it out. Anyway, Liza, I don't know who you thought would believe this lie that you're trying to tell us. I don't know if you're trying to convince yourself. I don't know if you're trying to convince Tammy, Evan, or Jessica because she's right next to you. We don't believe not a lick of what you done said. You, for goodness sakes, you told homeboy you loved him when y'all went shopping at the boutique. For goodness sakes, y'all got matching tattoos. So you expect us to believe that, oh, no, I wouldn't date Evan. So you just be getting matching tattoos with everybody? Is that what you're trying to tell me, Liza? That it's just what it is. matching tattoos. You love him, and he fake proposing to you, trying to flirt with you, saying he can't keep his hands off you, giggling in the studio booth, booth, whatever, and but you wouldn't date homeboy if he would have asked you to date him. Just like you expect me to believe y'all didn't do nothing. Is that what you're trying to tell me, Liza? Liza, please. You didn't do nothing wrong in this situation, okay? I personally don't think she did anything wrong. So you just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. That's what we're here for, Just tell the truth, okay? Because your lies is very loud and clear here. Okay, so she done lies saying she was not interested in dating Evan. Maybe now she's not because of what the situation was, but before knowing the situation, girl, please, you were down to date him and possibly be his wife, per his words, whatnot. So, anyways, after that, Tammy explains that Evan's mom said he was going to be marrying Liza, or wanted him to marry Liza before she passed. So Jessica cries, goes to commercial for dramatic effect, comes back from commercial for dramatic effect. Liza is also crying, and Evan says he loves them both and is just so torn. So you still think you have a choice? Is that what you're telling us, Evan? You still thought you had a choice? Wow. You didn't, because Jessica right away was just like, the relationship's over, I'm done, and I don't want to deal with this. And she gets up and walks away. And I think shortly after, Liza gets up and walks away, but lets us know she does feel bad for Evan and still wants to work with him. Of course you do. The marathon continues, in the words of Lauren London, right? We still gotta make, we got money to make. I mean, she got a job, but hopefully she's making money from this music thing too. So listen, multiple streams of income. So I feel like she's kind of like, okay, but we still gonna get this thing done. Now, y'all still gonna get this thing done. Listen. She says this, and I'm in my head, I'm like, okay, y'all still gonna continue what y'all's doing. It's not gonna be awkward, I don't feel. I feel like they still gonna continue flirting or whatnot. And now that he's single, I feel like they're gonna go to third base, if they haven't already. So she's just gonna continue on like ain't nothing happened. That's what I'm gathering here. I'm not saying, once again, I'm not saying that's what's gonna be happening, but in my brain, this is what I'm imagining. Okay, so. Once again, Evan admitted that he effed up and apologizes to Jess for putting her through what he did and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. We don't care, okay? We don't care, Evan. We know you finally gonna be able to hit up Liza, conscience-free without having to worry about a girlfriend. Okay, cool. Congratulations. So then we get to the 3-month update. Jessica's single, and I guess her and Evan still chat and are cordial, and she still goes to support him on his shows and music and whatnot. So that's cool. And then that's where the episode ends. I mean, like I said, this was a very nice, calm, cool, collected episode. I enjoyed it because it wasn't so drama filled. Jessica needs to work on her fake crying, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. And Liza, good job on the crying. I saw real tears. I saw real tears. Other than that, it is what it is. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. So you know me. At this point, I never know how to be ending these review type things. But if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you laughed at least once, please subscribe. If you didn't laugh, that's cool. That's cool. Come back next week. I'm gonna make you laugh. Then you could subscribe. Okay. Comment down below what you thought about this episode. Be easy, breezy, lemon squeezy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.